Mr. Gordon stuff. It's Malcolm.
Absolutely, Mr. Malcolm. Come, meet my roommates. Blanche, Rose, my mother, Sophia, Malcolm Gordon.
Yeah, of course. Mrs. Petrillo.
We met before. You were having a problem with my son, Phil.
Oh, right. The problem with the dress code.
Dr. Harris, thank God you're here. Here she is.
So what's this, Sophia? I hear we're not feeling well.
What are you, a partner?
Where's the pain?
My heart.
Show me where.
Here. You hungry? You want some food? We got a lot left over.
Boy, there is nothing more frustrating than waiting for one of these suckers to rise and it just won't. That's no reflection on you.
I know why you...
Look, I'm not going out with him. You go, Blanche. What? Well, you like him. I know you do, so you go. What? I couldn't.
Of course she couldn't.
You stay out of this, Dorothy. Well, why not? It's all over between us. He'll know that tonight. It's important. Julio?
Hello, Sophia.
Why didn't you use the front door?
I didn't want to be seen.
Well, what's the point?
Only?
Sophia, honey, you can't just sell my house. Is this in dollars?
No, it's in cucumber rolls. Of course it's in dollars.
Sophia, what's this all about?
You tell me. I'm not the one who put the for sale sign on our front lawn.
What?
For dinner.
Dorothy, tell me something else that's on your list. An entertainer.
Entertaining people, getting my master's, and I wanted to sleep with Michael Del Vecchio.
Wait a minute, Michael Del Vecchio? Is he tall with black hair?
The minute they all entered high school, I told everybody they were my husbands from a previous marriage.
You wonder why they're in therapy.
Therapy. Maybe I should go into therapy. At 2 a.m, waiting for George to come home, I called a radio talk show. I gave them the solution to the crisis.
Dozen words.
No.
All right, I'll get you a picture. Now move. Hey, that sign says no soliciting. Come back here and I'll blow your head off. Capiche?
I'll get it.
Pussycat, I have another hypothetical. You think they had a name for the Black Plague when one guy had it? Thousands had to die before they knew what it was. Dorothy could be dying and they just don't know it.
Hello. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Dorothy, meet my director, Cy Ferber. Cy, my daughter, Dorothy.
Daughter? You're kidding.
Cy, I assure you, I won't be flattered if you say you thought she was my sister.
No.
Real fast. There it is. My mother's face. Scares me to death. It just scares me to death. I just get so depressed I don't want to get out of bed in the morning. I don't want to get out of bed ever again.
More drunken sailors than...
No, now, Rose, don't drag me into this. A nautical toilet.
Well, that does it, Rose. Now you've just gone too far. I don't know how he got into my room.
Surgery today, huh?
Yeah, and I might as well warn you, I am not the best patient in the whole world.
I can put up with it for one night. Then tomorrow it is my turn in the operating room.
Oh, you're having surgery too?
Yeah.
And you're smiling?
I've had this procedure before. The first time I was as nervous as...
A hold of yourself.
What I need is for things to be like they were this morning before any of this ever happened. You know, as far as I'm concerned, George Devereaux was better off dead.
Wanted to thank me for the work that I've been doing on the Hotchkiss project.
Oh, that's lovely. Just lovely. Especially since there wasn't all that much work involved.
Ma, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. What are you doing with the sherry?
Don't worry. I'm not going to drink it. I was just going to hide it from the dog.
Oh, all right. I forgive you, but forget the picnic. I'll get us that blanket.
He's a wonderful man.
Oh, I know. Oh, why can't I ever attract men like that?
You can, Dorothy. Decide what's right for you. And whatever decision it is, I'll stand by it.
Thanks, Ma.
Just remember, make the wrong decision, you'll burn in hell forever. Sleep tight, pussycat. Rem? Good night.
You know, we haven't slept together since I was a little girl.
Thank God.
I used to get into your bed whenever I had that dream about the...
You ruined my life.
Sophia, I don't know what all the hullabaloo is about. Dating a circus clown would be a dream come true for me.
Reach for the stars, Rose.
No, it would. Think.
And you're my big, crazy, bald skull. I may give you some reason to resent me, but you cannot shake me. I am loyal.
Stanley, you wore a toupee for 27 years.
Oh, Dorothy, Oh, hi, Rose.
Wait a minute, what's with this suitcase? I thought you...
I decided I do have to go.
But you were going to Dorothy, stay. Would you mind if I spoke with Jean for a minute?
No, fine. Go ahead. Piece of cake, Uncle Angelo.
No, thank you.
I'll take a slice, darling.
No problem, sweetheart.
Hurry back, dumpling.
My feet have wings, barf bag.
Dorothy, please hang in there a little while longer and...
Ma, lie down. Just lie down. Lie down.
Dorothy, what if I'm having a heart attack?
You're not having a heart attack.
How do you know? You're not a doctor.
You're not having a heart attack. Why do you think you're having a heart attack?
I'm 80 years old. I got Pavarotti sitting on my chest. Odds are it's a heart attack.
The doctor was out, but they're trying to locate him, so I called the paramedics, and they're all
Be there for me no matter what happened.
that you'd like to go home now and get some rest.
No, I haven't felt like I've been living for the last 3 days. I want to go with you to the fundraiser.
Great. And it's going to be a success. You know, Ma must have stuffed and mailed over 500 invitations.
About Eve? That's Betty Davis. The one who beat her kids with wire hangers?
No, that was Joan Crawford.
The fat cop from Highway Patrol?
That was Broderick Crawford.
The president was married to Broderick Crawford? And Mondale still lost? What an idiot. Oh, so you're studying for your interview.
Uh-huh. I know it's a lot of added responsibility, but I really want this job.
Then why are you reading the racing form?
The racing form? Why would you think I'm reading the racing form?
You can't lie to your mother. Mothers always know when you lie.
Ma, come home.
I'll come home when I'm good and ready.
Look, Ma, you have been sick, and I know what's best for you. Now I'm taking you home, and nothing is going to stop me.
Damn it. Should have known it was you.
Please, Mr. Porter, I can handle her.
You haven't been able to handle her so far.
Maybe I can handle her. Who are you having a problem with?
You know how uncomfortable I am in front of a camera. Besides, I always come out looking like Fess Parker.
Don't worry, this is a documentary. It's okay if you're not good looking.
Rose, stop trying to appeal to my ego. The answer is no.
Oh, Sophia. Nurse thing. I never thought I'd see you again.
Well, Sophia, I'm going to have to keep my word. As soon as you can walk, I'll have to leave.
Yeah, I know, as soon as I can walk. But I don't think that's gonna be for a long...
This is terrible. I wish it were over. It will be soon. I haven't been this scared since 1952, when St. Olaf's most active volcano threatened to erupt. Well, luckily, there were some Druid priests who were in town for the opening of Stonehenge land.
I sleep on the right side, and I want to be on the right side.
What the hell is everyone so particular about? In Sicily, 4 in a bed is a treat. It means half your family is on vacation. I slept with my 2 brothers until I was 17. I was engaged to one for a very short period of
It's from my ancestors. The Vikings were a seafaring people, you know.
They also wore horns on their head and metal braziers. This is not the same.
So he dumped you, huh?
He did not dump me. Jeffrey is being transferred to the Aleutian Islands. He's going to a top-secret base where he can't have any...
No fun being stood up, is it?
Listen, mister, if you're looking for a quick score because you think I'm down, then you can just think again.
As a matter of fact, I was looking for a little sympathy. Got stood up myself tonight.
Really?
Cross my heart. What's left of it?
Give me one of those.
Hide this stuff.
Where shall I hide it?
In your brazier, Rose. Just throw them away.
I'm going to get the EKG machine. I'll be right back.
Well, I'll call the paramedics and tell them not to come.
Thanks, Blanche.
Dorothy, is he single?
I didn't murder him.
Of course you didn't murder him, honey. He probably had a heart attack. Now, look, his family has to be notified. Now, did he ever speak of any family?
He has the sister he lives with.
Yeah, what's her name?
His name was Al Beatty. Her name's Beatty, too. She never married.
He has suffered enough.
Well, if it'll help bring in the crops.
Oh, you cannot possibly believe that abstaining is going to change the weather.
Blanche, I don't think you realize how powerful sex is. We don't even look like ourselves.
What's your point?
Ma, you are not helping matters. We are trying to think of a way we can make ourselves look better for that party.
Okay, let me think. It's too bad we're not back home. There's no place like Sicily.
Why do you say that, Sophia?
Because in Sicily, I could solve this whole problem.
Couldn't bear the thought of spending even one day out of the rest of his life without me right there. And then he said, Blanche, would you be my wife? And after I stopped crying, I said yes.
Blanche, you're right. Love is...
Diet Coke, I'm going out again tomorrow.
Oh, hi, Dorothy. How was the funeral?
It was a humdinger, Blanche. We closed the place.
Where's Sophia?
She's taking this pretty hard. I guess she needs a couple... There's only one can.
Well, how am I going to get to the airport?
Run behind it! Ma, I hate leaving you like this. I really do. Why don't you come with us?
Yeah, come on, Sophie, it'll be fun.
Oh, and the resort is absolutely gorgeous. Look here. Here's our room. Isn't that beautiful? You can have the king-size bed. There's already two...
He knows Phil like a book.
No charge.
We had a neighbor in Minnesota who killed her husband. She backed over him with a combine, and she didn't even know she had done it until she found little bits of plaid in the corn. She said, funny, that looks like bits of Joe's plaid shirt. And that looks like bits of Joe's overall.
Driving until we've gone over all the rules in the driving manual.
What's to go over?
How much distance should there be between you and a fire hydrant?
What am I, a poodle?
morning, girls.
Morning.
Hey, what got you two up and out so early?
Why don't you just sleep on it, Rose? I know you'll make the right decision. The right decision. The right decision.
Come in.
I realized it didn't. I just really like you.
I am a lucky guy.
Why don't we go someplace romantic for a few days?
I have to go back home tomorrow.
Oh, well, take me with you. Show me the wonders of Philadelphia. The Liberty Bell, the cream cheese.
It seems sudden, but there is something very important I want to ask you.
Anything, Ted.
May I cut in?
Oh, hell.
Hey, Stan, it's good to see you. What a coincidence, huh? Look, I'll be back at the table.
But
No, it's okay. Hey, we've got all night. You two enjoy. Gatling, party of two.
I was dating the Navy. I never met anybody like you. Jake, is it my imagination or is there a tattoo in the shape of a nose on your arm?
Yeah. I got that when I first joined the Navy back in '51. I was just a kid. I was drunk out of my mind. Unfortunately, so was the guy who...
you threw me out of your crummy club.
I'll start working on it just as soon as I finish with the invitations for you-know-who's wedding.
Look, Rose, I would rather not talk about Ma's wedding.
Dorothy, don't you think it's time you gave her your blessing? We've hired a caterer. We've ordered the flowers. The invitations are being sent out.
Blanche, how...
Now, we're getting married, and if you can't deal with that, you don't have to see us. But that means you also won't get to see your grandchild. Say what? I'm pregnant.
Greta, can I talk to you? What if nobody asked me to dance?
Now, Dorothy, think. If there's somebody out there who is willing to dance with the corpse, there's somebody willing to dance with you.
Blanche, wait. Listen, I think maybe this wasn't such a good idea.
Nonsense! I promise you're gonna have...
And I wanted to take a little bit back with me. It's not what Ma wants.
You think she wants to stay?
I know she wants to stay.
I'm gonna go talk to her.
Are you all right?
Oh, sure. Got all I need.
Early today so I could get the press list information ready before lunch.
Dorothy, you're such a treasure. I hope that man appreciates you. Why, you've only been there for a week and you already know almost as much about running that museum as I do.
It's a museum. What's to know? You bang in a nail, you hang up a picture. Any idiot could do that.
Stop bragging, Ma. You're only saying that because I'm your...
I'm not going to eat all of this at once, Sophia. There's an I Love Lucy marathon on tonight. I'm setting up for 12 straight hours of classic TV.
I never cared for that show. Every single episode, Lucy said the same thing. Ricky, why can't I be in the show? Ricky, why can't I be in the show? Why couldn't she be in the show?
It'll be in the upper 80s with a nice, gentle breeze. So with that outdoor service, we'll come away with some healthy color.
Aunt Gretchen always loved the sun.
Well, maybe they'll have an open casket. Sophia's out on bail awaiting her trial.
Well, if Dorothy had said it, you'd think it was brilliant.
So, this is life on the outside. It's changed. You've all gotten so old.
Ma, knock it off. You were gone an hour. If anyone's upset, it should be me. I had to be right.
Oh, okay, then it's all settled. They can stay. Oh, Detective Mullins, we decided you all can stay, so welcome to our home.
Thank you. We appreciate this very much. We'll be back early tomorrow to set up. And don't worry, you won't have to change your lifestyles because of us. All we'll need is a bedroom, a bathroom. We'll use the kitchen.
It isn't even the weekend.
Ma, did you turn that on?
Poltergeist.
Thanks, Steve. And Lord knows we can use the rain. In the news this hour, one of the FBI's 10 most wanted criminals, escaped convict and
Gave him.
Years ago, Max and my Salvador were business
They
partners.
already know, Ma.
Oh, that's what I figured. I got my heel caught in the carpet.
Sophia, she was your best friend. Are you sure you don't want to go to her funeral?
Of course I want to go, but I swore a Sicilian oath I would never cast my eyes on Max Weinstock again. And nothing you...
Or to South Pacific, Rose.
Relax, Dorothy. Maybe Vito just wants a handmade pillow for Christmas. Means nothing. Who cares? Ah! Sorry, I was just so excited about this lovely gift.
Hi, Ernie. Take a while to warm up, but once I get going, I can turn your topsoil till the cows come home.
Rose, please.
Want to see some Polaroids of me in my tennis skirt?
Look, Rose, I'm flattered, and please, no offense, but you're just not my type.
But Blanche, we're not worrying about the end of the world.
Hey, what's with the long faces?
Oh, we were just talking about the bomb.
Very nice. You haven't even seen my new act.
No, we were not talking about you.
Everybody's going to be talking about me when they see what I cooked up for the talent show. Louder next time. My heart's still beating.
No, I'm sorry. We thought you were Mario.
You'll have to scream louder than that if you're going to kill him.
Hi, everybody. What's going on?
Oh, nothing. That should take care of it.
We're all out of fresh pepper. Do you have any more?
Oh, yeah, in the pantry in the back.
Oh, boy, this chicken looks great.
Girls, Count Bessie is missing. I went out to the garage to feed her, and her highest honor there is. Oh, I never dreamed that someone as unqualified as I am would ever be nominated for anything so important.
I guess Dan Quayle really opened the floodgates.
Last year, Gretchen Lillehammer won for running into the burning...
Are you telling me Rebecca and Jeremy are planning to get married?
Yeah, I overheard them talking.
Maybe you misunderstood.
Please, me misunderstand? My bladder may be weak, my eyesight may be failing, my bones may be brittle. I see your point. Maybe you better double check. I'm gonna... Oh, I'm okay. In this, their time of need.
And I can't believe that the two of you are so inconsiderate that you would disturb me with something this ridiculous when you know how important my exam is. If I don't pass it, I don't get my raise.
That's it. Everybody out. Sophia, we're scared. I'm scared, too, that we won't be able to afford meat on the table. You want to...
We have a few minutes. Let's just have a quick drink in the bar.
Blanche.
Come on.
Blanche.
Come on, it'll be fun.
All right, but let's make it quick. Miss...
Girls, you see that man over there staring at me? He's undressing me with his eyes.
Do you want to move to another table?
You can tell a lot about a man by the way he drives.
You know that's true. Sometimes Stan couldn't even get the key in the ignition.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, Hi, Miles. How was your evening?
Oh, it's terrific, Dorothy. We saw a marvelous production of A Glass Menagerie.
Oh, that is
Head out the window. And you look to the extreme left, and what do you see?
Two guys beating up an old lady.
Yes, sir.
The ocean?
I rest my case.
Now, wait. You call that an ocean view? You have to be a contortionist to see.
Hey!
And you wind up with worthless paper. They prey on the old and the gullible. Are you calling me gullible? No?
Blanche, honey, what's wrong? You're shaking.
I have been humiliated and degraded.
Many times. You just figured it out now?
The evening started off wonderfully. Donald took me to a beautiful restaurant. He ordered everything in French, which totally confused our waiter, Chip.
I sighed to a jury of her peers. Took over 6 months to get the farm back.
What a terrible story. I mean it. It's a terrible story. But you must have been relieved when you won.
Oh, yeah, we celebrated. With a big, thick steak.
You enjoy some of that money while I'm still around. Here's a molar. Buy yourself something pretty.
That is so sweet. Well, I tell you what. Let me make you a cup of tea.
George liked red. I thought I looked terrible, but the pictures came out fine. Oh, that must be him. How do I look, girls?
Nervous.
Oh, I am nervous. My heart's just pounding away.
Come on, just take a deep breath.
I always take a deep breath before I greet a man at
Conway Twitty.
The problem is, Robert charges $300, and it's just not in my budget this month. Oh, that's the trouble with being beautiful. The maintenance will kill you. I have an idea, Blanche. How about moonlighting and making some extra money? Another job? Rose, I already work.
Just walked in.
Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we have a winner! Couple number 29!
That's me.
I won! Just a minute, it's not over yet. It looks like we have another...
It's very sweet.
It's just borrowing it, you know. I'll need it back.
Okay.
You can slip it to me right after the ceremony.
All right.
It's an antique.
Give it to me.
Dorothy, you're trembling. Are you that scared?
Yes, I'm just as queasy as I was at my first wedding, except...
Are you all right?
I feel better than I have felt in a long time.
Oh.
To my friends, who made being sick a little easier because they cared.
Oh.
I'm really touched. I'm also soaking wet. All right, one group hug and let's hit the road.
Me as her partner, and then the two of you sign up together.
I did it.
Dorothy's a better bowler than you are, and I want to win this year.
Rose, how could you do a thing like this?
I admit it. I have a problem. I'm too competitive when it comes to athletics.
I was pretty surprised myself.
Well, I'll bet. To think Jean would prefer Rose over me? That's ridiculous.
Blanche, please!
Now you tell me the truth. If you had to pick between me and Rose, who would you pick?
Blanche, pull yourself together!
Well, we're just really proud of you, Rose.
And I'm sure, Rose, that there is nobody who deserves that award more than you do.
This is the captain speaking. We are about to begin our descent to St. Gustav Airport. At least I think it's the airport.
Really? You know, I've heard that could happen. I lied to you when I said Charlie never cheated on me. You know, he was this traveling salesman, and one very dark night, he ran out of gas in front of his farmhouse. And he knocked on the door and asked the farmer if he could spend the night. And the farmer said, yeah.
Try 10 days without a bowel movement sometime. You just sit there hour after hour after hour.
Get real, Grandma. Either way, I'll get the bike. My folks will feel terrible because two mean old ladies forced me to return my toy. And because it was ruined in the accident on the way back to their house.
Accident?
See this water pistol? It's loaded with red.
This neurotic woman who made me and Virginia miserable our entire lives. I gotta go pack.
I hate to give him back.
Goodbye, Danny. Goodbye, pussycat. Goodbye, little fella.
What are you carrying on? It's like talking to a salami.
Say that there were two things a lady could never have enough of. Lace handkerchiefs and gentlemen callers. Maybe next Mother's Day I'll bring you a gentleman caller. You want to go in the dining room, have some tea? Not right now, darling.
Blanche, I want to be here when the dynamite goes off. I want to ride the rocket with you.
Sophia, I just wonder if maybe Dorothy's right. Could this whole granny thing be something I just talked myself into believing, some kind of childhood nonsense?
Dorothy doesn't understand about these things. You know, her father sent her...
Ma, what's the matter?
I can't sleep all night long, tossing and turning. I'd get more rest on Space Mountain.
I'm sorry, Ma, I can't help it.
Hey, I could live with the tossing and turning. Your cold feet are what's driving me crazy. It's like having 2 size 9 fudgicles pressed up against my butt.
I sent a bullet to bite on.
Your choice, Blanche. Razor or cream remover?
Cheesecake. This reminds me of the first time I ever shaved my legs. It was at a slumber party when I was 11 years old. What's a slumber party without snacks?
Instead of cheesecake, let's have oatmeal cookies. I'm not happy with my zabaglionis.
Maybe you just need a push-up bra.
Blanche, zabaglione is a traditional Italian dessert. It's my Uncle Angelo's favorite.
Yeah, my brother, he's quite the scunja-scarora.
Or even
I'm over the hill. That's all there is to it. Guess I'm just in the same boat as the two of you. Hello? Yes? All right. Goodbye. What do you know? Floyd McCallum has taken me sailing today.
To understand the reasons you're doing what you're doing. Can I talk to you? Daddy, when a man reaches your age, why, he might start wondering about who's going to be there to take care of it.
Yes, he does.
Sorry about that. You get so many weirdos when you run an ad in the newspapers. Please sit down. Well, are you ladies considering taking both rooms?
Oh, no, just me. Mother lives at the Shady Pines retirement home.
Oh, the Shady Pines. I know the Shady Pines is a lovely place.
It's a prison. Share their lives and live in harmony. Of course, they can't mate or the mice would explode. You want me to drive tonight, Dorothy?
Oh, Rose, listen. I'm not going to the meeting tonight.
Well, how come?
I'm not comfortable there. I'm not...
I think that's wonderful. I'm just so proud of you. I just love you.
All right. One more push, but that's it.
Come on, darling.
That bull would have been jealous.
I just wish somebody could tell me I've done the right thing with my
Yeah,
coat.
you've done the right thing. Rose, tell me more about Charlie. You should make us grovel, eat dirt, beg for forgiveness. Give us the silent treatment.
Rose, if you give us the silent treatment, I will eat dirt.
I couldn't stay mad at you girls, you know. I did some thinking and I realized...
Funnier. Okay, you're talking to your loved ones. Complete this sentence. I'm tired of spending time with you miserable A, gypsies, B, bottom feeders, C, howler monkeys. Howler monkeys. Howler. Here's a picture of Dorothy's 9th birthday party. Look how scared the clown looks.
You know, I can't believe you actually got a clown for my birthday. I can still see his big red nose and those huge black circles around his eyes.
Oh, he wasn't a real clown. He was a friend of your father's. He'd been beaten up the night before.
It's about a patient, Sophia Petrillo. She's in intensive care.
The cafeteria's closed.
Get a doctor in here.
Someone will be with you in just a moment.
You really care about Ma, don't you, son?
Hey, if someone puts you down for 40 years, I guess you have...
Well, I was going to give it to Joni Winston, but if you're really that hungry, I'd still have time to make another one for the wedding. Of course, I
have to address those 3,000 envelopes in the morning after I pick up the decorations for the hootenanny at the church. But that'll still give me plenty of time to wash cars in the afternoon. And give blood before 7.
An awful lot of teeth and polyester.
Sophia, when are we going to be on?
We tape tomorrow afternoon in Hollywood.
You're kidding, Hollywood, California?
No, Rose, Hollywood on the planet Romulac.
Wait a minute, Ma, wait a minute. What do you mean tomorrow?
That's what it says on these tickets.
Honey, they have to give us more time.
What do you say?
No.
Okay, make it 100, but no monthly report.
Goodbye, Stanley.
Well, why don't I just wait outside, give you a few minutes to think this over?
Fine, fine. He's still here in the morning. Let's give him coffee, okay?
It's a nightmare. We've been visited by the yachts of Christmas past.
Survived a slight stroke, which left her, if I can be frank, a complete burden.
Why don't we all go out to the kitchen and get something to drink?
That sounds good. Say, have you ladies known Blanche for a long time?
Oh, yes. You're in luck. She just loves policemen.
I don't know, honey. I don't need it on my thigh.
Who's she going out with?
Harry, again.
Harry? Who is this Harry?
All Blanche said was he still has his own teeth and hair.
Oh, it is wonderful dating in Miami. All the single men are...
I suppose I am. Now, look here. Now, he's not perfect. Has a stubborn streak and a bad temper.
And he snores.
My friends, please forgive me. It wasn't my fault. My cousins have been marrying each other for generations. I'm so Everybody, this is Fidel Santiago.
How do you do? Very nice to meet you.
It is always a pleasure to meet beautiful ladies such as yourself.
With that... Blanche, we said we weren't going to do this.
Well, what else can we do? We never held a real conversation our entire lives.
Well, then it's time for us to start. Okay.
Fine with me.
To us. To the beginning of a new and wonderful relationship to sisters.
That's very sweet. I've been giving our relationship a great deal of thought lately, and I just think you're a wonderful man. I really do, and I love all the time we spend together. But we do come from two different worlds, you know. So our relationship can only go so far. And that's why I can't go to the banquet with you.
Well,
Majesty of Hollingsworth Manor, sitting on the veranda with her mother. And what makes you think the newlyweds are going to welcome you on the premises? What are you saying? Uncle Lucas may not be as fond of nasty, hateful, life-scarring barbs as the rest of us are. And your point is?
So, what exactly is ham short for, Ham? My guess would be ham and potatoes.
Well, we better be running along. We don't want to be late.
So I'm sure you'll have a wonderful, wonderful evening.
it was very nice meeting all of you.
Same here.
Get shouted back at that budgegaloop.
Oh, I couldn't do that. I get so flustered in those situations.
Hey, a well-chosen gesture can be very effective. Something like this.
Yeah, that's very funny, Rose. Yeah, I'm gonna grab a bite to eat. I passed this burger joint around the corner. Look like there might be some kids here.
Oh, but Donald, wait a minute. You just got here. Oh, I'd really prefer you to stay. I planned a special meal for you, David.
Tomorrow, I love leftovers.
Well, what time will you be back?
I've been out looking for an apartment. The doctor says I can get my own place.
Oh.
But who can afford 3 bedrooms? Can I go upstairs and see the dog?
Sure, go ahead.
Renee, we don't have a dog.
If he thinks we have a dog, who am I to stop him?
But now I'm thinking maybe it's a bad idea.
No, don't be nervous. Don't you see this was meant to happen? Well, I'm here to help you. I can tell you everything George said to me.
Well, I don't know if that will work.
Sure it will. Oh, come on now. We may be from different generations, but some things never change. Love is love, period. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I suppose.
To say.
Well, after commenting that I am the most spectacular specimen of the female anatomy he has seen since Miss Julie Newmar, he said I have a back problem.
Thank God you went to a specialist.
He said no physical activity for a week. I have to wear a corset and stay on my back with my legs elevated.
That's the same thing you did last Saturday.
Ma, what's wrong with you? You've been leaving the toilet seat up all week.
Thank God. I thought I was losing weight.
Oh, girls, I have great news. I just talked to my daughter, Janet.
Did I hear you say that you were from St. Olaf?
Yes.
I'm from St. Gustav. We're neighbors. My name's Meg.
I'm Rose. What are you doing here, Meg?
I was arrested for being a hooker, just like you.
Oh, I'm
Again, it was exactly what I used to watch and like so much.
But Jay Sandrich told me, I don't want to hear a Southern accent. And I said, but Susan Harris wrote this character to be more Blanche than Blanche Dubois. And he said, well, I don't want to hear a Southern accent. So I tried doing it with kind of a...
Hi, Al.
Rose, you look beautiful.
Oh, thank you. I know we're just going to movies, but I think...
Oh, Ma, you really think so?
Of course not, but you think I'm going to tell you that? I'm your mother.
Ma, are you sure you mailed all the invitations? None of the G's through the L's? Oh, but I don't know. It's so hard to trust him.
I know what it's like to trust somebody who's betrayed you. You're not going to believe this, but I have a St. Olaf story about this.
I believe you. I just hate you.
Well, Gunhild Bjorn Dunker, St. Olaf's tallest woman.
Which now?
Sophia. Well, Mrs. Claxton, how lovely to see you again.
Who are you?
I'm your neighbor, Blanche Devereaux.
Oh, yeah. I didn't recognize you with your clothes on.
I beg your pardon?
With my binoculars, I have a terrific view in your bedroom window.
You're dying, not when you're on vacation. I've waited my whole life to ride Space Mountain, and nothing, you hear me? Nothing is going to stop me. Why are you always taking her side?
She's outside. She's bartering with the cabbie, you know. Imagine a man who would take cash over a rooster.
Well, tell us now, what brings you all to Florida?
Well, we are here to take our daughter back to Sicily for her wedding.
Yeah, but Gina came with you.
Gina is not our...
Thanks.
Shut up and drink.
This is the fourth one, Ma. That's a lot of whiskey.
I only put whiskey in the first one, then we ran out.
Oh.
The second and third were vodka.
No wonder my head is spinning.
This one's part amaretto, part sambuca. That should kill every... Bored and dissatisfied, and you'll end up unhappy. I hate to see that happen to you, pussycat. But if you think you can handle that, just look me straight in the eye, and I'll drop the whole thing.
Ma, I can handle that.
Both eyes. To me, Barbara. I'm Carol. Oh, yeah, the whiny one. Barbara's your sister, and sisters don't always get along, do they?
Tell me about it.
How do you deal with that feeling of betrayal?
Betrayal for what?
What do you mean for what? For that thing.
What thing?
Not half as disappointed as I am. I admit at times your stories about being a big shot gangster seemed colorful to me. But I figured you weren't that guy anymore. And if you are, you're not for me.
Wish you'd have told me that before.
Wonderful idea. Men go to night school. Smart men. And nothing turns me on more than a smart man. Unless maybe it's a stupid man with good hands. Rose, count me in.
Dinner's ready. What are we having? Spaghetti. Oh, Italian food? No, Rose, actually it's Chinese food. Yo,
Your Ken is quite a catch, Dorothy. For once, I'm a bit jealous.
What's not to be jealous about? The man's gorgeous. He's got money and class. I couldn't be happier for you, Dorothy. I just want to give you a loving mother's advice. Don't blow it!
Hi, Sophia. Boy, I tell you, there is nothing more invigorating than spending a little time on a boat.
Oh, yeah? Not when I sailed to America. Picture it. There we were, a tired, poor, huddled mass, eating marinara sauce out of... I arranged for Stan and Gloria to get together. I should have known better. It's like when they were young. Whenever Gloria took one of Dorothy's old toys, Dorothy would get interested again and want it back. I can still hear her yelling, "Gloria took my stick! Gloria took my stick!"
Boy, we come from a poor family.
Is down the elephants is my dad. Anyway, I was lost and scared. But then I did what generations before me had done. I gazed up into that dark night sky and found the bright star that could guide me home.
The North Star.
Actually, it was the Texaco star.
Let's try and stay with us.
Anyway, the last time I surfaced, clutching a humdinger of a yam between my teeth, my parents were gone. Well, frantically, I searched the carnival grounds. I was convinced I'd spend the rest of my days with the bearded lady as my foster mother. And the man who hoses... Oh, Dorothy's upset about Michael and Lorraine.
Really?
Oh, Blanche, how would you feel if your son were marrying an older woman?
Dorothy, when my son was 5 years old, he nearly burned down our whole town. Since then, nothing he does upsets me. Hell, he could marry Lillian Gish and I wouldn't care.
Dorothy, I gotta talk to you. I owe you a big apology.
For what, Ma?
For what I said before, you know, about you not knowing a thing about plumbing. Dorothy, you're a genius.
Ma, wait a minute, what are you talking about?
I walk into the living room, and there's a toilet in front of the television set. It's an old lady's dream come true.
Rose, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Why is your name 3 times larger than ours?
Because I'm the one who actually won it. If you ever want to look at it, it'll be in my bedroom.
I've been to the airline office changing our tickets. We're leaving this afternoon. Where's Charlie?
On the lanai. My mother is trying to help her put Barbie's hair back on with Polygrip.
Oh, Kirsten, you're back. I want to talk to you. Not now, Mother. I promised Charlie I'd take her to lunch, and then we have to...
And we're together, and I'm never going to let you go.
Tell me she's being dramatic.
When I thought I would never see you again, I began to realize just how much you meant to me, and how much I've taken you for granted, and how many things I never had a chance to say to you. What I'm trying to...
Attractive Rose is. How much fun Rose is. I might as well have worn a bra.
Did he really say that? You're not just making that up.
I never make up stories where I come out looking bad. He also said he's going...
Dirty movies.
I'm going to bed.
Me too. I think I'll call it a night.
Dorothy, do you really think you ought to sleep in the same bed as Sophia? You could get that cold.
You know, you're right, Blanche. Ma, you sleep in your own room. Jean can sleep in my room tonight.
You're letting a sick old woman sleep in her own bed with her own pillow?
What's the matter, Sophia? You couldn't sleep either?
No, I was sleeping great, Rose. I just wanted to show off my pajamas.
Sweetheart, if you want to grab some dinner, we'll have to take separate cars. I'm going to have to leave for home right from the restaurant.
Glenn, forget dinner. We need to talk. thing.
Now that I've never heard before.
You comfortable, Ma?
Oh, yeah. Before we leave, I want to get the model number off this cut. I'm hoping Ethan Allen makes one in Knotty Pine.
Ma, try to make the best of it, okay? We're going to be here for...
I just hate the idea of a yard sale, but if you're really trying to get rid of your stuff, well, I'll take it off your hands for, say, $50. Okay, but a deal's a deal. I don't want to hear you say you didn't get your money's worth just because something doesn't fit right, or smells bad, or makes strangers look at you and giggle. Good. I can have another Diet Coke?
Of course you can, darling. Well, she's even more charming than you said, Blanche. Matter of fact, waiter.
Say yes. I need a friendly shoulder to cry on.
All right, give me a minute. Girls, I need a shoulder to cry on.
Dorothy, what did that creep do to you?
It's not for me, it's for Stan. He lost the business. He has to take his mind off his troubles.
What do you want us to do, Kitcheneers?
Well, I figured the way I've been crashing into everything, you'd rather get it.
Maybe you should get your drink of water yourself.
I thought you said you'd look after me, Rose.
Lily, if you can't even get yourself a drink of water, you're helpless. And that scares me.
How do you think I feel?
My arms around Mother Nature and giving her a big kiss. Hi, you must be Dorothy.
And you must be Mrs. Rogers.
No, but we have a Mrs. Rogers at the Grief Center. Oh, and there's a Mrs. Rogers lives across the street. And then, of course, there's Dale Evans, the most famous Mrs. Rogers of them all.
For closure.
Stan, I'm confused. Is this true? Doc, we're both men. Let's not do this to each other. Stanley. Okay, I lied, but so what? You never have?
Only once, Stanley. The night I told you it was good for me, too.
And you said she didn't have a sense of humor.
I still don't think she should have been awarded the car. Not that she got to use it. What out? I'm having an important moment with my ear. Dorothy,
You want plain floss or mint flavored?
surprise me. Now, I'm serious. You have got to get rid of that woman. She just bosses us all around, won't let us have any fun, make any noise. She's making our lives miserable.
I don't like her anymore.
Dorothy is such a liar.
Oh, she sure is. Since Patrick got into town, he's been seeing me.
Places, everyone.
Oh, well, the most wonderful thing happened. They found a donor. An excellent match. She was a retired Mormon school teacher. Virginia's so lucky. Oh, I'll say. That kidney was showroom new.
Having the family I need.
Well, I would certainly never have a baby artificially, and I do not approve of you doing it either.
Well, if that's the way you want it, Mama, then you're going to lose me and your grandchild.
Rose, you okay? I'm fine. Never better. In fact, I'm so fine that I've decided not to even get my results.
Oh, now, Rose.
Oh, look at all this stuff for the celebrity auction. Linda Evans compact.
Blanche Devereaux.
Hi. Larry, is that you?
No, Larry's not directing this one. He's sick.
His back didn't go out again, did it?
What's it going to be in the play? Why don't you play Turkey Lurkey?
Oh, come on. No, that's out of the question.
Why? You'd be perfect. Turkey Lurkey was your nickname in high school.
No, it was not.
Really? That's what they called you at the PTA. Come on.
I don't want to turn around. Do any of you see the door in the window? I don't. Good, I lost him.
Lost him? Lost who?
This guy who keeps following me all the time. Apparently he's English. I met him down at the center. He's got the hots for me. As much as an English guy can get the hots. So...
Apparently so.
I really appreciate all this.
Would you like to see pictures of him?
Very much.
Much, but I work alone.
Listen, I've got to run. Will you let me know about dinner tomorrow night? Bye.
Oh, thank you, Sophia. That was quick thinking.
No big deal. I mistake a lot of people for my grandson.
Did she just invite you to dinner?
Yes.
Mom, you keep your will in the cookie jar?
Yes. Every time I used to walk in the kitchen, your father was in the cookie jar. This way he still is. I think I better warn you. I know how much you like my sapphire necklace, but I thought you'd get more use out of the pearl earrings.
You know, there's an old Italian saying for times like this. Scappa, tu sei malfortuna.
What does that mean?
Get away from me, you bad luck.
On the table was
Was it the
cheesecake. It was a cheesecake.
Yeah.
It's what it came to call best cheesecake scene.
The first show of the second season wasn't, and y'all were responsible, I'm so glad to say, it wasn't so funny as it needed to be.
I wrote that one.
Now, wait a minute. The one I'm talking about.
Ma, it's not going to work. I do not feel guilty about staying out all night, and I do not feel guilty about Eddie.
Don't underestimate me. I can make you feel guilty about bombing Pearl Harbor if I wanted. The point is, I don't want you to feel guilty. There's nothing wrong with a physical relationship.
Well, then...
Ellen, it is for you, Devereaux.
5 seconds. Once again, here's Guy Corbin.
Thank you very much. Welcome back. It's time to spin the big money wheel on Grab That Dough. Spinners, mosey on down.
I can't even make you put an R in February. But I would like to talk about it.
That judge would only send me back.
He might not. I mean, some people come here and they stay. You're looking at one. Arnold Schwarzenegger. He became an American citizen, started a whole new career, married a Kennedy. We've all been there. I remember the time Stan and I went on that weight loss through sex diet. The idea being every time you felt hungry, you would substitute food with some sexual activity.
Did it work?
I gained 18 pounds. Really going on here?
I made up that flimsy excuse, hoping to run into you. Thank goodness it worked out. I really missed you.
Wait a minute. What do you think? I'm some kind of an idiot? I mean, you just said that you didn't even know Blanche and I were roommates.
That's right, and she believed it.
Oh, God, you're a wonderful actor.
There's no acting involved when I'm around you, darling.
Hi, Dorothy.
Hey, how did the election go?
Don't ask. It was a disaster. We both lost by a landslide.
You're kidding. Who won?
Fifi Boger. Can you believe that? I think it's just because her husband's is a real live cowboy.
Morty Fishburne is a real live cowboy.
He's from Amarillo, Texas. He was the Grand Marshal of the B'nai B'rith Rodeo for 3 years straight. You better to go with to a barbecue.
Days have really made a difference. Sophia, oh, thank you. Dorothy, Rose, I hope I wasn't too much trouble.
Don't be silly.
We enjoyed having you.
So did half of Miami.
Have a safe trip. Understand anymore? You don't even like him. You practically begged me to go out with him to get him off your back.
Now you're angry because I didn't have a terrible time? Why do you care?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I just know I'm terribly upset because I'm letting this get me terribly upset. Oh, Blanche, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right. Listen, last night...
About it? I don't care about it now. He's supposed to take care of all the maintenance. You better get this straightened out, Rose.
Dorothy Zbornak?
I'm Dorothy Zbornak.
I have a warrant for your arrest. I'll have to ask you to come with me.
What for?
Violation of the city's housing codes. Lady, you're a slumlord.
Besides, I believe there's no return clause on fighters. Unless you're Robin Givens.
Ma, this isn't making any sense.
It's all legit. I checked it out.
Well, look, if you don't mind, we're going to make a few phone calls of our own in the morning to try to find out what this is all about. I mean, the whole thing is ridiculous.
Fine.
Clayton!
Blanche!
Oh, you're still the handsomest man I know.
And you're still the prettiest thing I ever did see.
Now I know why they call it the Deep South.
You remember everybody?
Oh, ladies, it is so good to see you again.
Good to see you.
All right now.
Please, just do it. Please. Please. Pretty please.
Oh, all right. Don't beg. You sound just like your Uncle Carmine after he'd been away on a goat drive.
So you're not going to tell us what happened?
Nope. Well, Sophia, that's your choice, but I think you're making a mistake. He's...
What a surprise! I am absolutely speechless.
They say we're young and we don't know. We won't find out until we grow. I don't know if all that's true, but you got me and baby, I got you.
What was the best sex you ever had?
Oh, way to go, Rose. Look, Blanche, it's late. There's only one cheesecake left, so let's make menopause the cutoff point.
Best sex. Oh, it's just so hard to rate these things. There's degree of difficulty, style points, choice of...
Blanche, I want to thank you. I am really having a good time.
You know, Dorothy, there's a thin line between having a good time and becoming an obvious wanton slut. I know, my toe's been on that line.
Sophia?
A perfect stranger tricked us out of $2,000?
Okay. I won't tell anybody. You don't have to worry about me, Blanche. No one will get a word out of me. I swear on my Uncle Guido's grave. Then the guy gave us the envelope with his money, our money, and the found money in it. Blanche and I went to open the joint account.
Big party, huh?
Well, I haven't been to any discotheques yet, if that's what you mean. Actually, my brother Arnie dragged me out tonight. This is my first date.
You mean